Yeah, no, nah, definitely. I mean, that's the gift and the curse with what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
At the end of the day, and it does suck. You know what I'm saying? It
It
does
does.
suck that's still lingering. In 2026, you would think
Yeah.
that should be done after a while. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the way the entryway is for people in media. You know what I'm saying? And also
Hmm.
too how the content gets distributed. You would think,
Yeah.
but that's still the case, and it sucks. It really sucks. It sucks that
Hmm.
as the many years that you have done this, you know what I'm saying, and shown growth. It's one thing doing this and not show growth, or doing this and there's no effect. And even if that was the case, you
Yeah.
still shouldn't do it. But in the case of the conditionalism of this within the industry, you know what I'm saying, entertainment
Yeah.
industry, that it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me, and it's like
Yeah. I
it's
mean,
it's unlogical.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me add this too. And I'm not trying to compare because I know they always like to put Jersey against New York, Jersey,
No,
and
that's
it's
not what
not
this is
like we're in
about.
this. Yeah, it's not what this is about. But I will say this: I have seen a difference with some artists that I have worked with from New York versus like Jersey, and this is just an isolated incident. I'm not saying everybody, but there's shout outs to Infinite Coles. I don't know if you know who it is, Ghostface Killer's son, the one that's
Yes.
out here killing it with the music. So I did the interview with him, a write up with him, and as big as he's getting, he goes around and he tells people all the time, like, "Yo, she's the one who got me popping. Like, she's the one who, like, even though people knew about him, he's like, she's the one who got this on all these different publications because she wrote about it and everybody took it. And he has no problem telling people that in person. I've seen him do it in person, whether I'm not there or not. There's some other artists, like I said, that I work with from Jersey that I've kind of done the same thing. And like I said, it's like we don't know who you are anymore, you know. So I'm not saying it's a Jersey New York thing, but that's just the difference between some artists who do appreciate what you do, and there's some that just like they're using, see what they can get out of it and move on to the next.
Yeah, yeah, nah, that's crazy. But let's
Yeah,
go to another area.
yeah,
You
hmm,
recently, not to put your business out there, but you recently
yeah,
put a very powerful and reflecting post on Threads
hmm,
regarding about
yeah,
pivoting and how you feel about the journalistic space. I want to know
hmm,
from you, like, take us into like where you are at right now, and then also
hmm.
to what do you feel would be the impact of you pivoting? Take us into that.
Um, okay, so currently, for those, well, mostly everybody knows it was a public thing, but um, me and majority of my coworkers that I, was working with the last 3, 4 years, there was a merge with Vibe and Rolling Stone, and in that merge, like all of us got laid off pretty much, except for like one, like two, or like maybe two people.
Mhm.
So with that merge, you know, with that layoff, now I am freelancing. And let me just say this: shout out to everybody out there that just got laid off because I don't think I know too many Black writers that's like actually active right now and like employed, with a stable job. So shout out to everybody that's going through that. But that's currently where I am. I'm freelancing, and I feel like because of the many different layoffs, um, the job market has gotten extremely like hard, I guess you could say, challenging. If you're not freelancing, pretty much you're probably out of work right now. It's kind of hard to get like a permanent position, which from what I've seen as far as like journalists and writers. So that's what I'm doing right now. I put that post because I have always been like a woman of many different hats. Like I used to be a teacher, like so many people know that I used to be a teacher for so many years. There's so many things that I'm interested in. And I just feel like for once that like journalism isn't working for me. Um, I
Mm.
know that I know that whenever I do get an opportunity to do like an interview like the Fetty Wap thing or, do some piece of content, I know that there's a possibility that it can hit or whatever. Like I know my capabilities. But when it comes to me being the age I am, um, where I am in life right now, like I have to have a stable thing, and right now it's kind of hard to do that in journalism. So I've been thinking about pivoting. The landscape is different right now. With the use of AI and stuff like that, a lot of writers are getting laid off. A lot of companies are having tighter budgets. They don't want to pay people, and the content is getting more watered down, I guess you can say, more like microwavable. So those long form interviews and those, really well thought out pieces that you like to read, a lot of that stuff is being canned. And it's just a scary place to be right now. It's a scary place to even think about, if I do land a job writing or as a journalist, how long is it going to last? Am I going to be in this for longevity, or am I just going to be going from job to job to job? So right now it's just a little scary, and that's where I am. That's why I'm thinking about pivoting.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel you on that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think as far as overall in entertainment and in media and just across the board, you know, there's a big rush right now, right? The rush is
Yeah.
everybody, a good amount of people are going to AI, or for that matter, things that mattered. Like I've always like posted it on like Facebook. You know, that's on
Yeah.
my Facebook. That's when I kind of go more
Hmm.
not dark, but more like I go say certain things, right?
Yeah.
Like things like morale, dignity, respect, honor, virtue. You know, of those things.
Hmm.
It's starting to be frowned upon, and unfortunately, it's because of the times that we're in. You know what I'm saying? The
Yep.
times that we're in, you know, what was once like virtuous or things that were like standing or had standard. Now it's like, all right, well, I don't feel like hearing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
No,
also,
you're right.
too, the figures are now coming into this space. You know, not particularly, I'm not going to say particular names. You know who you know. If you know, you
I know
know.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Hmm.
right. You know what I'm saying? Now they're in
Hmm.
this space. So now, because it's all about getting the narrative now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And not just like the one like the narratives that you set the standard for a precipice for. You know what I'm saying? It's now okay. Well, this is what was written about me. I don't like it. I want my narrative now. And it's like,
Hmm.
okay, we get that, but look at what it does in the long run. Look at what it does going forward and down the
Hmm.
line in the future. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, I
Hmm.
definitely feel where that came from. Also, too, I ain't gonna even with me. I can't. We could do true serum here. You know what I'm saying? As of late, me aiming for peace. You know what I'm
That
saying?
that part.
Yeah, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Me aiming for peace now. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Do I still feel like I'm the Ruger spread? Do I still feel the Soldier Jeep of hip hop, Remo Maroc? Yeah, that's cool and everything. That's fine and dandy. But when it comes to
Hmm.
peace, no, I'm gonna aim for my peace. And then also
Exactly.
too, life right now, just like as much as you, even for
Hmm.
me, life is starting to catch up to the creativity. You know what I'm saying? It's really starting to catch up to creativity. So now it's like, you know,
Hmm.
even here with potting, even here with everything that I have done my best to contribute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to come to that. And I want my creator reach out to my creators right now. I want you to
Hmm.
understand, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that moment, you know, embrace it full on. You know what I'm saying? And whatever pivot you do go to, you know what I'm saying? So be it. You know, just embrace it,
Hmm.
understand it, research it as best as possible. And then, you
Hmm.
know, you fit in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? So, but definitely with
Right.
you, I'm definitely appreciate you, you know, putting that out there. And I wish, you know, a good amount
Hmm.
of people more follow your lead in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or for that matter, just to be as transparent. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and what's crazy? It's kind of scary being transparent because like I feel like there was a time before, like you said, where people kind of connected with people, and it's like you can be your authentic self, and people understood that. Now you got to kind of like watch what you say, because like people use it against you, or they look at you as like weak, or like people only want to be around you when you got momentum, like stuff like that. It's just like
It's
I think I'm
crazy.
at an age where I'm just over that point. Like your event, I don't want to come to it if I don't want to come to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at that point. If I don't want to talk to a certain like talent, I don't care. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it because I'm protecting my peace. And that's just where I'm at with it. Um, like, do I think I'll ever be done with media all the way? Probably not. Like maybe I'll go into my own sector, but I just know right now where I am in life, I do need peace. I need stability. And I just need to have some type of like autonomy to a certain degree. Um, yeah,
Yeah, no, that's what's up. No, I mean, hey, listen, you're human. That's the one
yeah,
thing I think what's missing in this society right now, in these times of society. Like people just want to ignore it being human, and it's like,
yeah,
no, that you shouldn't ignore being human. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like
Mhm.
meet it head on. You know what I'm saying? It should
Yeah.
whatever this whatever. It should meet head on, and for us as creatives, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, because our minds are so hooked on and in tune of create or die. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes.
Create or die. You know what I'm saying? So now, once the
Hmm.
piece kicks in, you know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, oh, this is what it is. Oh
Hmm.
wow. okay, yeah, I don't have to go to that. No, I don't need to write that. No,
Yep.
I don't have to come to those terms of this. This is what
Hmm.
I want to do, what I need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
Yep.
it's great to hear you say that. And I also too, listen, man. Shout out to my man Hollywood. You know, there was an event I was at the other night, and I was letting him know about. I don't know. I think I did tell you the last time I saw you. I think when you
Right.
came to DigiWax's event, I think I told her, hey, I jokingly said, hey, you know, I'm a Jerseyan now. You know what I'm saying? But I'll keep it a buck. Since that move, I've really started understanding, you know, what peace is. You know what I'm saying? Because in my
Yeah.
head, like before, because when I was living in Harlem, yeah, I felt the pressure or need. I had to be there because
Yep.
Harlem to Midtown or Harlem to whatever event was at is like that. Now, being Jerseyan, you know what I'm saying, and the lovely New Jersey Transit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever have you, I'll be thinking, I'll be like, ugh,
Right.
do I really want to make
Yep.
that move? Do I need to make that move? Don't get me wrong, the late nights is great. It's smooth, you know, I don't have to worry about nothing, but
Mhm.
it's tough. You know, when you start getting that, it's tough when you start getting that piece in. When I start getting that piece
Yeah.
involved, you know,